Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us this lovely Thursday morning. All right. Can you guys hear me? I can only see Angela, so hello. Thanks for turning on your screen. All right, we'll get started and then we'll take questions at the end. All right, so today we're going to go over receiving 905s, junior vase, Big Art Day, Flex, art exhibit guide, art exhibit slides, the glass pieces, the VSA and Dream Maker art, and then resigning or retiring. All right, so first up is receiving. Everyone should have their stuff now, unless there was like some delays. If you are still missing things, please reach out to Tony Browning and find out where that is. Otherwise, get that form filled out for receiving so that Jody doesn't have to track you down and beg you to do it. The purchasing kind of isn't happy with us if we take a long time to get this done because it affects our ability to work with vendors in the future. So please do that receiving form so that we can get that taken care of in a timely manner. All right, 905s. If we don't have your 905 form, that's like to get you a substitute when you're out for like a field trip. We need it at least 2 weeks in advance, if not a little bit ahead of time. We're not going to be able to process that. Our teachers were not the reason why they're cracking down. You guys, for the most part, have done a really good job of getting things turned in on time. We are getting some pushback from Marcy on allowing teachers to go to things. And so I have an extra memo that I'm asking them to sign. So if that pertains to you, reach out to me, just because we don't want to leave schools in tough situations with, depending on how many of your staff is out right now with illness and the like. All right, junior vase is a virtual event. They just switched that, I think it was this week. Your add delete deadline is the 23rd of March, and you'll be able to add submission spots until this date. Now, for those of you who haven't done it before, submission spots, you can even change which student is going after the, during that edit time, but you can't add any more entries after that date. So that's the 23rd, and then but then even that day, but on the 24th, we'd like you to get us your invoice. So on the 24th, and that, if you just go to print invoice and save it as a PDF and send it on to Jody, we'll be able to get that paid for you. It takes us a little bit longer because we have to like have them write a check. And so getting that done as quickly as possible will really help us. Again, we're asking you to at least enter one student, and we shouldn't have the same issues that we've had in the past with like getting kids to show up because they don't have to be there. It's all virtual. We're not positive on the edit deadline. Does anyone have that by chance? We could not find that. Maybe they haven't listed it yet, but we'll get that up. We'll update it on here, and then I'll have it in our feed as well. But there'll be I think it's around 2 or 3 weeks later, but the actual event is the 23rd, and that is virtually. And I'm excited for your students to be able to participate. It's a really great experience for them and gives them some praise and feedback on their work. Big Art Day. Okay, so the date that is chosen is, oops, I don't know why I moved, is March 3rd, but your event doesn't actually have to be on that date. So say you're doing a school art show and it's going to be April 10th. That can count as your Big Art Day event. Anything that'll advocate and promote your program, art. You do sign up on the TAEA website, and for it to be counted, it has to be registered with TAEA. And I'm not sure what they do with that in terms of publicity, but they will need to have it signed up there. For our documentation, if you will go to your shared drive in the visual arts department and go to District of Distinction, there is a folder for Big Art Day. So in there, you're just going to put your name and school, and you can put the email confirmation that they send you. And like, for example, Sherry has a little flyer. Hers is going to be a chalk party, and hers is after school. And they are listening to music, playing with bubbles, writing words of encouragement around the campus. And then you can put pictures of your event in there as well. All right, Flex. This can be found in the handbook and also in ArtBeat. I have that on there every week. But this is how, if you're using Art of Ed for Flex, this is how you're going to document that. You do need to put your certificates in the folder that is in that shared drive. So again, in your Visual Arts shared drive, you go to Flex, and your certificates, you need to put a folder in either of these. And then when you enter, like say maybe you're doing an outside of district one, you're going to link their certificate here. If you put their certificate just in your regular drive and link it, I won't have access to it and I can't see it. And so then I have to request access, and then it just delays the process. So for example, if I don't have all the information, I have to wait before I can put it into Strive. Don't add the date here. I put Tiffany enters the date. That's for me to know when I've documented it for you. And I have instructions on using Art of Ed, and then using your outside sources for Flex. We also have several courses that are coming up on Monday on the day off. That is also a Flex day. We have 2 different courses offered by UTA. Verily is offering a class, as well as I believe Corey. So look on Eduphoria. They're also in ArtBeat, but Flex will be finished, I think it's April 15th, and I'll need to know ahead of time so I can get them documented for you. Some teachers or principals are letting teachers use Art of Ed for their campus. So if you don't have everything filled out for your campus, you can talk to them, but I'll just need approval from your principal to put that in as campus Flex as opposed to your content. All right, the art exhibit guide. This is taken from the handbook, and Ashley emailed this out to you with a link, and this link will take you to, let's see, this page. It'll force you to make a copy. Well, it's going to give you all the information you need on the art contest or the art exhibit at the library. And so for middle school, you're going to be setting up on the 23rd, or sorry, yeah, 23rd from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. or the 24th, anytime after 10 to 8 p.m. And you're going to be hanging your own work. The easiest thing to do is use Velcro. I believe we're ordering a bunch of that too to help. Again, and you will have a table to set up 3D art. So Ashley can answer any questions, but I think most of your questions can be answered with this document. So go ahead and download that, sort through it. There's a matting guide to help you, but don't wait until March to start matting. Start matting now. I believe it's a minimum of 20 works with a maximum of, I believe, 30. I can check again. That's on that first page. Sorry.
If you need help matting, just email me. I had someone email me the day before a show and I can't do that. But if you guys need help, just shoot me an email and I'll come out and I'll help you.
Yes. Sometimes it like moves on its own. Okay. Yes, 20 pieces and 5 3D pieces. So a total of 25 works. Make sure it can fit on the table. And we really can't accommodate things that are larger than what can fit on the table or can fit on your assigned panels. We are all upstairs, and they do have to function as a library. So please, keep it to those size limitations. All right, because of sometimes parents, struggle with work or just schedules, it's hard for them to always get over to the library during that time. And so we are also showing our exhibit online again, like we did last year with Google Slides. These are the same pieces that you are using for your art show. So you're not doing 25 separate pieces, you're doing the exact same ones. Create equity so that it can be viewed anywhere. Also creates a great thing that you can email to parents, and that will all be then posted on the Fort Worth Visual Arts Department virtual exhibit. And you'll each have, just like last year, it'll create like a video of each of your shows. And then if you'd like a copy of that after, once it's created, Ashley can help you with that. All right, the glass pieces that you created with Angela at the beginning of the year, as well as any of you who participated in VSA, we're going to go ahead and bring that artwork over to the library on your setup date and just kind of put it at your table so that you don't have to come back out over to the art office. If you want to come into the art office, we'll gladly give you your art ahead of time if your students are dying to get it back. But we thought we could just bring that over and save you a trip. All right. Any of you who will be retiring at the end of this school year or are resigning to pursue other endeavors, please let us know as soon as possible. This year, the teacher shortage left us with 6 open spots in the district for art teachers, which just breaks our hearts for those students to not have someone that's passionate about art in their school that can guide them and help them and do what you do. And so we want to be able to recruit early. Some people have let us know already what their plans are. And so we're able to start giving those principals recommendations. Our new graduates are already applying, and we're, Wendy and I are interviewing them. And we actually have a few that have left and want to come back to us in Fort Worth. And so we do have some teachers available that are excited, but please let us know as soon as you know so that we can take care of your kids. Because I know that when I left the classroom, it made me feel a lot better to have my kids taken care of and knew that there was going to be a good person to replace me. And I'm sure you feel the same way. All right, but thank you for jumping on this morning. I know it's super early and I appreciate it. If you do not have any questions, have a fabulous day. And if you do, stay on and we'll answer for you. Oh, someone, okay. Oh, I was like, oh, we have a chat. April just said thanks. Thanks, April.
Hey, Tiffany. I just had a question about what is the maximum number we can bring to VASE?
Let me look on that. We have it. It's in the art exhibit guide. VASE
Okay.
is 20.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
for middle, yeah. So for junior VASE, it's 20 pieces.
And that's per teacher or per the whole school?
Per teacher. So we have
Okay.
a few schools where like maybe one of the teachers only has 10. Well, then another teacher at their school can add theirs.
Oh, okay.
For
Awesome.
them.
Thank you.
So
Okay.
yeah. So we, in order to be able to keep paying for our regional events, we have to limit it. And we right now are the only fine arts that is still paying for the regional. So we're trying to still maintain that. So we
Gotcha.
appreciate your, and if you need to do it as like a scholarship, like if you have kids that want to enter more than one work, they can pay for those. But yeah, we do really have to keep to our limits because that's what we put in our budget plan.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. That's all I had.
All right, thanks. I had my cover on my video thing. All right, you're on mute, Wendy. Sarah, did you have any questions? I guess not. All right, well, thank you, everyone.